Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Tuesday morning, February 18th, 2025, 6:30 in the morning here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is simple. We look to create profitable currency traders, and we do that by teaching them how to trade with our simple but very accurate proprietary trading indicators. And in this session, I'm going to show you one of our trade strategies. We have about a dozen to help you evaluate that they are simple and that they do work. So with that, let's get going. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we'll see what the market has for us this morning.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We teach with a number of different tools. We've got videos, we've got group training sessions. We have these live trade sessions. We send out daily trade pattern alerts, and we do these live trades. We're an experienced trader like me, comes on and then kind of walks you through their analysis. And as different traders have different availability to trade and different risk preferences, you get to see different strategies. So I do 3 a week, Tuesday and Thursday morning at 6:30 in the morning, Monday afternoon at 3:30, so long as it isn't a holiday. And then every afternoon around 4:15, I send out an overnight trade setup. That's a different strategy, very simple. I record a little 3-minute video so you can see how I figured it out. And then you can copy and take the trade. When you become a member, we do a live trade in the morning at 10 a.m. We do a live trade in the evening at 6 p.m. And then we also send out trade alerts during the day that you can, so that you don't have to be in front of your computer that says, hey, this trade setup is here. Take a look at it. And if you like it, copy it. I like to work off of a little checklist that helps keep me focused and make sure I don't miss anything. And checklists have, for those of you who don't know, in a former life, I was a university professor. And so I used to read the research on various things. And research shows that checklists help make it better. Every morning I like to refresh the green chart. Picks up, clears out the memory and picks up any updates they might have done. Just as in, I'm a guy who keeps the computer on all the time. Every 3 or 4 days, I need to shut it off or reboot it to get the memory cleared out, get it kind of working properly again. Very important task is that at the end of every day or the beginning of the next day, it's very worthwhile to go back and take a look at the trades that you didn't win on. And I have found uh, um, our simulator allows you to go back to that specific point where you took the trade, and you can look at the chart and see what it was showing, and identify what you didn't see, or what signal might have been there that would have told you that this trade wasn't going to go in the way that you thought. The ability to keep doing that, I've been trading 6 years, and I still sometimes get careless or make a mistake. And that corrects me and kind of puts it back to the forefront of, hey, you can't do that. There's a reason that we do it this way. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, and our indicators are very good at predicting which direction the market's going to move in. We can predict which direction the market's going to move in. We can make money. Doesn't matter if it's moving up or down. But news does impact currency prices, so we want to know what that news is so we can trade around it. And we find that news at Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks news down into kind of 3 items. Yellow, which is low impact. I ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact. I ignore those. Some people pay attention to them. And then red, which is high impact. These are the guys I want to trade around. And this morning we can see we've got news on consumer price index in Canada coming out at 8:30. I usually don't like to trade within the 2-hour window of this, because these numbers are already figured out and they're sitting on somebody's desk. And those people who are connected can call and find out what these numbers are beforehand, even though they're not supposed to. And the news event could trigger a stop out, because there could be a kind of a sharp move when this becomes known to the mass. So with that, we just trade around it and skip it. So this morning we will not trade on Canadian dollar. So with that, let us take a look at what we want to do this morning. The trade I am going to do is something called the 10-point trade signal. I like to trade it on a 1-hour chart. On a 1-hour chart, a trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And the strategy is basically there are 3 sections to the chart. If all 3 sections have the lines pointing in the same direction, that's a high probability trade. So I prefer to wait till I see a high probability trade. You only need 2 or 3 good trades a day to make some money. And my sweet spot is I'm generally looking, if I can get 11 pips 3 times, 30 pips a day is terrific. So with that, let's take a look and see what we've got this morning. The chart I am going to trade off of is the light 6 major. It's one of our standard charts. It's a composite chart, so it's showing me 6 different currency pairs. These are all, first chart is all US based pairs. I start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and minors. This red and green line is the major indicator. This black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal blue line is the overbought line. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. So I am looking for situations where we are oversold. Lines are below the red line and everybody's going up, so I can kind of ride it up through the channel. And then you can see there's 2 green candles here. Or we are overbought. The lines are above the blue line. All the lines are coming down. And then I'm going to, again, ride it through the channel, and you can see 3 red candles here. So that's what I'm looking for. Here, Australian US dollar, we're kind of in the middle of the channel, and everybody's going sideways, so nothing there. Euro USD. We are in the middle of the channel, but everybody's going up. Now, generally, I do not take a trade when the green line is more than the halfway point. I will consider it on the Euro USD because I trade it frequently. So we had kind of a turn here. It started to come down and it's turned going up. And we've got a little bit of a duck bill here. Here's his head and here's the bill. Usually a duck bill means there's going to be more up in the movement. What I'm generally looking for is one, that we're oversold, but we're not here. Two, that all the lines are going up. Yes, we have that. When all the lines are going up, I want the green line on top and the gray line on top. So we have that. And then I want the green line to be have a slope of greater than 45 degrees, and we have that. So when we have all of that, then I'm going to jump up to the TNTs and count how many lines are supporting what I'm seeing here. There are 4 lines up in the TNTs, 2 orange lines and 2 blue lines. The 2 orange lines are going down, so they're telling me sell. The blue lines are inversely related, so when blue goes down, dotted blue is going down, that means buy. So right now, only one of the 3 lines, one of the 4 lines are telling me buy. I want 3 of the 4 lines telling me buy. So I am going to pass. But on the Euro USD, sometimes I will trade this turn, even though it's past the halfway mark. In fact, let's just take one more look. If I did like the trade, what I would do is I would come and look at a full chart. So this is just Euro USD with different time periods: 2 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour a day. And the different time period means that the candle has that 2 hours worth of information or 4 hours worth of information. So here, this is a good buy signal on a 2-hour chart. On a 2-hour chart, it takes longer for the trade to make its move than it does on a 1-hour chart. So rather than 1 to 3 hours to make the move, it's going to take 2 to 6 hours. A 4-hour chart, same. It's going to take longer. So we're oversold. Everybody's going up. So I kind of have what I'm looking for here. Then I would go to look at the. This is a trade that requires knowing what the trend is, and we had a big uptrend, and we've got a little bit of a downtrend here. And then I'm going to trade within the support and resistance. I need to figure out what the trade is worth. And here you can see we're bouncing on a support line. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. I don't want to trade through this line. I want to trade within the line. So we've got a buy signal that doesn't meet all of our criteria. The TNTs aren't supporting, but we're bouncing on this line. Since I want to get in and get out of the trade quickly, I don't want to trade through this line. So that's a reason for not taking that Euro USD trade. Pound USD sideways, oversold sideways. USD Canadian dollar oversold going down. We're not going to trade the Canadian dollar this morning. Dollar Swiss franc. We were oversold. Everybody's going up. I've got the double cross, green on top, gray on top. And I've got better than 45 degrees steepness on the green line. I don't like that we have the kink in the line where we're going from more steep to less steep. We're at halfway, just at halfway. 2 orange lines going up, 2 blue lines coming down. So all 4 are telling me buy. Each of these is measuring kind of the speed of the rate of change. and they're measuring it at different speeds. So all four telling me buy, and I'm going to come down to my pressure, and I want these lines either going up or I want the green line on top, and I have neither. I've got sideways pressure. Green line is going up, red line is going down. So I haven't quite met what I'm looking for here. Just for the heck of it, let's just look at the full chart. USD, Swiss franc, USD, CHF. We didn't quite make it to oversold. I want both of these to be oversold. They both turned, but I like them to be oversold. And the reason I want the 2 hour and the 4 hour to be oversold is that if this weakens, I'll still pick the trade up off of these two. If we're oversold, there's less of a chance that it's going to keep going down. Here, this could turn too and keep going down. So I'm not crazy about this. Although we've got an up on the 12 and an up on the day. I'm gonna see if we have something else. I'm not crazy about this. Dollar yen oversold, and we've got this agreement between the majors and minors. I've cloned this chart and made another with non-USD pairs. So euro pound overbought sideways, Australian dollar yen oversold, majors are sideways, minors going up. Euro Canadian dollar in the middle of the channel, we turned. This is probably related to the news. We're not going to take it though. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Everybody's going down. Overbought, everybody's going down, but the slope is less than 45 degrees on the green line here. Also, because of the time of day, it's evening in both of these markets. I want it to be daytime, at least in one of them. So we don't have that here. So at this time of day, I'm not trading Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Pound yen. Oversold, and we've got this agreement. Euro, Australian dollar, we're in the middle of the channel. Majors are going sideways, so nothing there. So let's look at the next six. Canadian dollar, yen. This isn't a bad signal here. This is an oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross, good steepness on the green line. But the issue is we've got the news on the Canadian dollar. Euro New Zealand, overbought, everybody's coming down, but I don't have the double cross here quite yet. The red hasn't crossed over the green. So we're going to pass. Pound New Zealand dollar. Oh, we don't have agreement. We don't have agreement here. New Zealand dollar, yen oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Good steepness on the green line. But again, it's evening in both of these markets. So I'm going to pass. Because I'm trading on a 1 hour chart, there needs to be active trading to get that movement, to get the 11 pips I'm looking for. Gold, dollar, we're 3/4 of the way through the chart. The majors turn midway through. Euro, Swiss franc, oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross. Good steepness on the green line, although there's a little kink in the line where it's going from more steep to less steep. And it's a little bit more than halfway. Again, usually I don't like it when it's more than halfway, but let's just see real quick on the full chart. Euro, Swiss franc. We didn't really get here we touched oversold. So this one is kind of okay. 2 hour. I want the 2 and the 4 hour to both be oversold. Euro, Swiss franc. Let's just look at I prefer this to be down here. Being in the middle, I'm going to pass on this. Well, you know what? Let's take one quick look. Euro, Swiss franc. I'm going to scrunch up the chart just to get more data points for my support and resistance. So we're kind of trading into a little bit of a downtrend. And support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. On a 1 hour chart, they tend to be about 30 or 40 pips apart. So you can see it stop in here, over here, in here, and here. And here it's kind of bouncing on here. So 0.9416 to 0.9444. And let's open that up. So you see how it's bouncing. I want to trade within these 2 channels because I don't want to like take a buy here and then have it keep bouncing and be stuck in the trade for a long time. And to get up to here is about 10 pips, and coming back down is 16 pips. And we don't really have a clear trend. It's been kind of sideways the last 2 days. Let's take a look at the trade one more time before we decide. What was it that we were looking at? Euro, Swiss franc. Let's just see what the spread is real quick. The spread is Euro, Swiss franc. So file, new chart. It's going to probably be in this third group. Euro, Swiss franc. The spread is the difference between the bid and the ask. And it's a little over a pip, 4.8 to 6. So it's 1 pip 0.2. So that means you gotta make that before you get back to break even. Gonna look at it one more time. I think we'll take a 9 pip buy. 9 pip buy on the Euro Swiss franc, even though it's not quite perfect. So I've got the chart. I'm going to go to new order. My lot size is a function of how much is in the account. This is a demo account. It's got the 15,688 in it. I'm going to move the decimal place over 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.57. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. I'm going to just take the 1.57. I'm going to take a market buy. It records it here. And then I'm going to right click, go to modify, and I want 9 pips. 9 pips is 90 points. I click the little blue button. It does the math for me. and we'll use a 3-to-1. So if we're going for 9, it would be 27 stop loss. Add a 0 to convert points to pips. Put the little red button that does the math for me. Go to modify, and I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. Because I want the take profit to hit this and hit this. So we took a buy on the Euro Swiss franc for 9 pips with a take profit of 0.94431. That's 0.94431. And stop loss of 0.94074. And actually, I like to be able to see both the stop loss and take profit. So let's see if we can crunch this up a little bit. There we go. So we see it down here. If we wanted to, we could probably reduce this. We could pull it up a little bit so that it's under these lines. So if you're a little more conservative, you can pull this up so that it's under both of these. I'm just going to leave it where it is. So we took a buy on the Euro Swiss franc for 9 pips. Take profit is 0.94431. Stop loss is 0.94074. And we expect this to close within the next 3 hours. If you want to learn to trade, best way to do it is find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. We are good at it. We will teach you. You need the right tools, the right training. And having the right training allows you to get from point A to point B faster. And there's value. Time is something you can't get back. So being able to do it faster gets you to where you want to be faster. And we are so confident we can do this, train you, that once you've been trained, we'll let you trade with our money and we'll split what you make. So that adds the value of having a mentor, having somebody who's overseeing what you're doing, providing you with the safety net, and we win when you win because we make more money as you make more money. In addition to the indicators, in addition to these live trades that we do, we also just send automatic trade setups. So throughout the day that you can copy. If you want to get those trade setups, we charge $99 a month. We can give them to you. In addition, you'll get some one-on-one coaching on one trade strategy so that you can evaluate the indicators, and we'll give you access to the indicators. Have a terrific day, and we will see you tonight when I send out the overnight trade setup. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.